But I've been talking to my son. This is my son Eric. This is my oldest son. He's 29 years old. He's a Capricorn. His birthday just passed December 30th, but we was talking some real shit. We was talking some real motherfucking shit. And I'm gonna wait for you guys to come on. I'm gonna do readings tomorrow though, all signs. I'm gonna make sure I do all readings tomorrow, all signs. And I just want to introduce you to my son. He like chilling in his car and shit. And yeah, when you guys get on, we gonna talk some real shit right now. We was talking about love, relationships. When you have an older kid like this, like, it's like, I feel like every parent should be open to their child and listen to their kid. Hey, Mama E, Leo Gang Gang. Hey, Denisha. Hey, Beverly, Yolanda, Miss B, Glam. This is my son, Eric. He's my oldest. He's my firstborn. Okay. He's my firstborn. Hey, Mama, Mommy. Right? Hey, Leanna, St. Marquis. So I was supposed to do readings today. But hey, Ty Cook, hey, Peaches. But I've been on this phone with my son for like now 4 hours, 4 hours I would say, right?
Yeah.
And hey, so we was talking about some real shit about life, about love, about how people play mind games, what a man think in terms of a man, how they think about a woman, and me being a woman, how I think about men and just sharing our different perspectives about life and relationships and the bullshit that people do, right?
Absolutely.
God. All right. Now I'm very open. You guys, hey, Renev. My son is a Capricorn, of course. He's the most serious son. I say that I would say like out of all my kids, he's the most serious one. Like he's the more settled down type. He's more like down to earth and self-taught, read books, shit like that. Hey, Empress, right? And he called me today and he was talking some real shit to me. And yeah, hey, look, um, who is she? She's a Capricorn, January 18th. Hey, Libra energy coming through. Hey, I'm Aquarius energy. You know what I'm saying? So my son called me today. So let's start by him. Yo, what happened to you, Eric? You froze up.
For my fault.
So you're you called me today to talk about what? Yo, because the conversation got very interesting, guys. It got very fucking interesting. And when you have older kids like this, you have to be open-minded, Like your kids are gonna talk about sex, they're gonna talk about females, and I always been open with my kids. So Eric, so tell me what what was the basis of the phone call today? This shit funny. This shit funny, but we all go through it.
I mean, the basis, I guess, like you could say the overall basis of the conversation today had to be with relationships and intuition. If I was to highlight two
Yeah.
things,
Now why? Why was that?
because I've been dealing with somebody who I've
Oh,
been
so
having a
his
lot of,
girlfriend is an Aries. His girlfriend is an Aries. His new girlfriend is an Aries.
yeah, and I feel like a lot of what I've been feeling. It's like it's like when you know something, whether you have proof of it or whether you feeling it, you just know. You don't know how you know. You don't know where
But you
you
just
know.
know.
You just know. You know what I'm saying? And I guess fortunately with me, I've just always been blessed with having a gut feeling that's always guided me in the right way. And I can say this much, man. People could tell you what they want to tell you with words.
Of course. Of
But
course.
but their actions are always going to shine light on what's real and what's truthful. And sometimes it hurt. And when it hurt, I think that's when most people commonly reject that feeling because people are uncomfortable with feeling hurt. So they try to, in their mind, they try to like make excuses for the person because this is who they want to be with. This is who they want to spend their life with. So they make excuses like, oh, nah, they just going through a rough patch in their life, or they still trying to find themselves, or they still, they still learning, like whatever you try to tell yourself. I mean, it's okay, right? It's okay because we're human. But in the midst of that, you can't play yourself. Don't play yourself. Don't play yourself because you can only play the fool one time in your life. I always say somebody has played the fool for somebody one time in their life.
Of course.
But fool me once, can't get fooled again. I already know what's going on. Don't let people play you two, three, four, five, six times because then it becomes a habit. You know what I'm saying? It becomes a habit. And then in the midst of you always forgiving somebody, they know how to play you. They
Of
start to
course.
learn you. They start to learn what to say. They start to learn your body language, what you like to hear, what's going to throw you off. They start to learn these things about you. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the times, this is the thing, people listen to you, not to hear what you know, but they like to hear what you don't know. And that's scary.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And that's scary. That's scary. Because you can come as genuine as you are to anybody. You can come genuine. Like, yo, I'm an open book. This is who I am. This is what I'm about. Whatever. But what's scary is when people have underlying intentions with you. And the cold facts of it all is you might be a placement holder in somebody's life and not even realize
Yes,
it.
until they find the one that they want to be with. Yes, we call that a rebound. Like, okay, I'm holding a. I don't. I'm not really into you, but I know my ideal partner. So basically, Eric reached out to me today from a woman's perspective. You got what I'm saying? He gives me his man's perspective. I give him my woman's perspective, right? But what I told Eric today, your intuitions never lie about a person. Because if a person really into you, or they really love you, or they really like you, they're gonna make the fucking time for you. No matter how busy their schedule is, they're gonna make the time for you. They're gonna be excited to speak to you. I mean, that's how we are. Like, we just, from a woman, me speaking as a woman, if I'm really into a person, I'm gonna give them my time, right? Forget about it. If I love them, I'm gonna cook for them, I'm gonna cater for them, I'm gonna make thoughtful gestures towards them, me being an Aquarius, right? Now, my son has this philosophy about men. So, what is your philosophy? You say the three P's.
Oh, the three priorities of a man:
Yes. What are your
protect,
priorities as a man?
protect, provide, and lead. In a man, things that I think encompass of what a man is: confident, intelligent, and assertive. Those are things that I feel like I feel like all men should have in common. Should confident, intelligent, and assertive. Without those things, it's going to be kind of hard for you to prove that you're a man. You know what I'm saying? Because any nigga could spend money. You could spend money, but that's not the end all be all. Because last time I checked, if you a nigga that spend money, you also considered a trick.
So, you were telling me about the father story, the way a woman, correct you if I'm right or wrong. So my
Hmm.
son, basically, he was telling me a woman was raised by a father or a mother, they raised her to be a certain way, that she should look for certain things and blah blah blah.
Oh
Now,
yeah,
tell
yeah,
the
yeah,
audience
yeah.
your belief on the man. So basically, what my son was saying is the same way a woman say that they don't want to be anybody's mother, a man doesn't want to be anybody's father. That he's a provider, but
Exactly.
a dad buy clothes, buy shoes. But if a man is paying bills, why does he have to cater to your personal needs? So enlighten us.
So what I was saying earlier was this: a lot of the times when a man set some sort of like standard, right, when it comes to a woman and how they want their woman to be, a lot of the times a man would say like, okay, let's say a woman wants to be a stay-at-home wife. That's what she says she wants to be. That's not what I'm making you to be. This is what you say you want to be. You have to embody that, right? Because it's a title, but it's a title that comes with responsibilities. So whatever those responsibilities are, I think a lot of people from different backgrounds, different cultures may view things different. But if a woman says, I want to be a stay-at-home wife, with a man like me and my upbringing is that woman is taking care of the house, which is a full-time job. I'm not shaming anybody. If you want to be a full-time wife at home, that is fine. But embody all the things that come with it. Embody that. Natural caregiver, you take care of the home. That means that when the man come home, the house is clean, meals are made. You probably even going as far as organizing the finances that man bring in. Like, you know what, babe? I looked at the finances. The rent costs this much. We don't need this app. We don't need this streaming platform. We can. This is what we working with. This is where our money can go. That is fine. But a lot of the times, this is what happens. You meet a woman and they say they want those things, and once you try to, how you say, look at what she does, and but she's not doing all of it. You're gonna kind of question it. Like, okay, are you really wanting to be a stay-at-home wife, or are you doing just enough to get your bills paid? And then the woman would automatically say, well, shit, I ain't your mother. I ain't gonna sit here and just cook every meal and clean everything for you. Like, you a grown ass man. Cool. That's fine. Be your get your nails done, your eyelashes, your brows, all these other things. And the moment that I stop doing those things, all of a sudden I'm not a man. That's kind of weird because I think that a lot of people tend to forget this. A man would never have a problem. A man would never have a problem spending his money on a woman when he feel like the woman is worth it. He would never even question it. Like, oh, it's like a kid that get good grades, a kid that's just always doing the right thing. It's like, yo, I have no problem buying you these sneakers because you deserve it. It's the same concept. A woman or a man that does what they need to do all the time, you're naturally gonna give it because it's like, babe, you do everything. I don't even have to ask you to do it, and you don't have to do it, but you just do it anyway. That's the problem I have. A lot of the times when women are raised by their fathers,
Here we go.
the fathers usually raise that woman to be a woman that is suitable for him. Same vice versa. A lot of the times when you raised in a single mother household as a man, that mother is raising you to be a man that is suitable for her. This is why I say
True.
it is important for a young boy, right, child, to have his father, and it's important for a young woman to have her mother. Because my belief is this: they're gonna lay down the foundation, right? It's just a foundation. It's just ground level. You don't have to build on top of that till you get older. But they're gonna lay the ground level of just things that are applicable for everyone that you involve yourself with. It's not just for one type of person, one type of family, one type of background, one type of culture. It's for everybody. But we live in a world right now to where it's like everything is gender neutral, right? People like to preach gender neutral. Everybody's the same. Okay, everybody's the same. Potentially my wife, right? That doesn't have potential to be my wife, right? If we living together and shit go bump in the night, if it's gender neutral, you think I tell my girl, go check out what's going on. Go see what's going on. I call the cops. No, that's not how that works. For me, I'm a man. I'm gonna be like, yo, babe, look, I'm about to go see what's going on. Lock the door. If you don't hear from me in 5 minutes, call the cops. Cause I don't need two dead people in this house. Somebody gotta raise the kids. So I think it's kind of foolish. I think it's kind of foolish for a woman to
So
be like,
you just feel like sometimes women overstep their boundaries.
absolutely. Because I think they're trying to prove their masculinity.
So you just feel like there's a gender. We were all born with you know, you're male, I'm female. I should know my place. As a woman, as a man, you are to provide, protect, lead. And as a woman, okay, so what if that male is disabled or can't move? What is a woman to do if you got, I don't know, injured in an accident or whatever, and somebody is breaking in? Is it that woman's decision to call the cops, or should she protect her?
Lock that door. I don't care if you got to take the mattress off the bed. Lock that door. Throw the dresser in front. I don't care what you got to do to barricade us in that room. But
So
this
what
is
if
the
a woman has an access to like guns and stuff like that? Is she not supposed to protect the home? Is it her being a masculine, or is it her being assertive at that moment because you're in danger and she's trying to protect her
I love
family?
this, right? I love this. What they teach you when there's an active shooter. Barricade and hide
Hide,
is number one.
run.
Barricade and hide yourself is number one. If the
But then you could
opportunity,
barricade yourself into a massacre. You could barricade.
well, that's foolish. That's kind of foolish. Like, I feel like that's more in the waters of like, if we are, because the way you presented it is if we in the bedroom, I'm handicapped, the first
I
thing you
have a
should
gun
do,
though. I have a gun.
if you have a gun, that is the last resort. The last resort in any active shooter situation, that any job, any living situation has ever taught you is fight for your life. That's the last resort, is fight for your life. But the first resort is barricade and hide yourself. So if you have a man that's handicapped, first of all, I mean, shit, these distinctions,
How many people died doing that though?
but that's the decision that you made. You decided to be with a
No,
handicapped
but that's
man.
what society. But that's what you just said, to hide and barricade. So
Absolutely.
if a woman is gonna protect her family, right?
Hmm.
Is she being masculine at that given moment, or is she just protecting her family?
I mean, based off the situation that you gave, she's protecting her family. But
All right.
I was solely talking about what a
So
man
now,
role
so
is.
now, let me ask you: what are the qualities do you look for in a woman? Like a woman. So okay, a woman.
Hmm.
What is her place? Like, if a woman want to be a stay at home, does oh, I got a question for you, Eric. Do
She don't
men
have a
do
place.
men
She don't have a place. She don't have a
a
place.
woman doesn't have a place?
She has a purpose.
Oh, she has a purpose. So what is the woman's purpose?
Woman's purpose is to be feminine, beautiful, inspirational. In my beliefs. I'm not
Okay.
gonna project this. I'm not gonna project this on anybody else. Feminine, beautiful. I'm not talking about beautiful like looks. Because Beauty's on the inside and out, but also inspirational. What do I mean by inspirational? Let's say you're dealing with a man that lost his job. He was a career man. But we all know we living in an era right now where a lot of people losing their jobs.
Okay, yes.
So he may lose his job just off of circumstances. A woman that is inspiring that man to be a good man, the number one thing she's gonna do is be like, babe, look, I found a job. I just so happen to be walking by this. They hiring. I think you are more than qualified for this position. You should go for this. I think that you good for this. That's inspiring because the messages are different than a woman that's be like, you a lazy nigga. You lost your job. You just sitting here scratching your ass. You ain't doing shit. Because what
So
that
it's
does
not
is
what you say, it's how you say it, basically.
it's 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 always been about delivery. Because people are gonna receive a message based off of your energy behind that message. If your energy is negative, they're gonna receive it negatively. If your energy is positive, they're gonna receive it positively. It's my belief.
Okay, we was talking about my father, right? You had said something interesting about my dad. What was that you said about my dad?
He's a lovable asshole.
So Eric considered my dad a lovable asshole. So what I was saying is, because he was pertaining to the fact that women, we looked up after our mothers or fathers, whoever we was raised by, to be spoiled or to expect things out of life. Now, we're not gonna get into his girlfriend right now, but we were gonna get into the fact that I was raised tough. Like my dad didn't teach me to be like a bitch that, he catered to me and oh my God, I this is my princess. I put her
Reliant.
on a pedestal.
He didn't
No,
really
my dad
he didn't
taught me
raise
to
you
go out
reliant.
there, bitch, and hustle. Like I'm not gonna be around for long, bitch. You better go out there and get a job. You better work for your shit. That's what my dad taught me. And he called my dad an asshole. And you know something? I could agree with that. But my dad was a provider at the end of the day. You understand? Like, although he drank and he did his bullshit, he was a working alcoholic. He got up every fucking day, went to work, paid the bills and shit. He let it be known that he was a man. Like, I'm a fucking man. I do what I want. I work for this. I work to drink. I work to pay bills. Don't tell
Yep.
me how to live my life. So I was telling Eric, like, my dad didn't raise me to be like some fucking princess. My dad raised me to be like, bitch, you better get up, you better get off your fucking ass and go work. Okay?
Hmm.
Not here. Not ever. Not ever. You better learn how to cook. You basically my dad taught me independence, not to need anybody. You understand? Because I was telling Eric, well, I didn't tell him today, but I always told him this. When my dad got mad at my mom, you know what my dad used to say to my mom? I don't fucking need you. This is what my dad used to tell my mom. I don't fucking need you, Helen. I could cook, I could clean, I could sew, I could live on my own. Got what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I don't fucking need you. That's what he used to tell my mom. And that shit used to hurt my mom. But looking from the outside looking in, he was right. He was raising me not to need anyone. Got what I'm saying? So he could be an asshole, whatever. But guess what? He knew exactly what he was doing. Being an asshole or all, he knew exactly what he was doing.
And I say asshole because his beliefs wasn't up for discussion.
No, it wasn't.
It was it was what he believed in.
That's
And there
it.
was nothing that you can say, nothing that you can persuade. There was nothing you can do about it.
No.
And I love that about him though. Because Malcolm X once said, a man who stands for nothing will fall for anything. I believe in that.
And he stood for nothing. Like when he said, that's it, my dad, when he said that's it, that's the fuck it. That's it. He said, you know something? I don't like the three P's. I don't like police. I don't like politics. And I don't like priests. They all full of shit and they all hypocrites. My dad was a kind of person like, but you know something? He was an asshole at the same time, but he was a provider. You can't front, Eric. He was a provider.
If I needed money for anything, he would say, "Why?
He
Why?
asked why. He asked why.
Why do you need it? Why don't you got it for yourself? And why is this important to you? Why? 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 Three W's. Simple.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And if you could convince him in that manner, he'd be like, okay, I see what I can do. Anytime he said I see what I can do, I know I was gonna get it. I know I was gonna
Right.
get it because I convinced
Right.
him.
It's
That's it.
convincing. He got the gift because he's smart. He was smart.
Because it's business. That's it. It's business.
Now, Eric, so we was talking about, all right. So Eric wanted to know about how women play games, right? And in case you guys didn't know, my son was married before. I have never been married in my life. Okay. Never had the desire to be married, never wanted to get married. That's just me. All right. But I always respected myself and respected my kids. Got what I'm saying? And so Eric is in a relationship right now. And you take it from there, Eric. You take it from there. I don't know what to say about your relationship. I know what to say, but I don't know. You gotta talk in your own fucking words about your current relationship.
Hmm. Um,
Yeah, he's a Sagittarius. My dad was a Sagittarius. Yes. Mm-hmm.
with my relationship, I mean, it has more so to deal with. It's a long distance relationship. So anytime you in a long distance relationship, a lot of your relationship relies on communication and cooperation
And trust, trust.
and trust. So when you from afar, right? When you from afar, especially like in my scenario, I'm not gonna give details because I don't want people to really like try to pinpoint shit. But when you're in my situation, it's kind of on some shit like the way you're moving is not really like making sense. Because I think of what a lot of people fail to realize is this. I grew up in a relationship based family. So I know relationships. Good,
You're right.
bad,
You're right.
ugly, disgusting, not even supposed to be in a relationship. I've dealt with it all.
Toxic. We call them toxic, karmic.
Right, right. So when somebody's doing something questionable,
What do you
you can
consider be? What do you consider to be questionable, though?
if I text you and the next time I hear from you is maybe an hour from now, 40 minutes from now, a whole day from now, that's questionable. Because what are you doing? Questionable can also be when I'm in front of your face, you're so loving. But when I'm in a distance, you're
You're so
very
cold.
short. You're short. You're breadcrumbing. You're giving it just enough to keep some sort of conversation going. Um, and when you start to align yourself in a way to where it's like you know what you know what you know, you have to hit it head on. You can't be scared. And based off their response, answers, or whatever else, you judge it. You have to judge it because you can't take everything face value, right? Because if you just take whatever somebody says to you as golden, they'll always be able to play you. They'll always be able to play you because you're playing the fool again. But like I said earlier, when we first started, fool me once, I
Shame on
can't get
you.
fooled again. I can't
But
get
what
fooled
we always
again.
say, a smart person could play stupid, but a stupid person can't play smart. Here's the thing, right?
And
Okay,
we ain't
so
talking
like,
about when we ain't talking about book smart. Cause I feel like I feel like, we know what that means because we've been in the places we've been. But people that are book smart may think like that's what we talking about. We talking about book
but we're
smart.
not talking about that. No, we talking about playing the game. The game of love. They call it the game of love. The game of
The game
love.
of the game of life. The
The
game of
game of
life.
life, game of love. But I told you earlier, hurt people, right?
And
I
that's
told you
scary.
that, right?
Oh my yo, so that's scary. That's scary. And the reason why I say that's scary is
Oh,
because
wait, hold on, pause. I want to tell people the same things that women go through that we think that like, oh, this motherfucker hurt my feelings, this and that. This is my son. Men go through the same things. So this is why I want him on live to express how he feel about relationships and what he's going through with his love life to show you that it's not only you that think about the same things that men think about. Men think about the same things that we think about too in this situation. Continue.
so I mean to add on to that, right? Another belief of mine is when a man love a woman, like really love a woman,
Yes, let me hear this.
sometimes he love that woman harder than she loves him. And I think I'm trying to see how I'm gonna say this, but nah, fuck it. I'm gonna say it how I feel it. Women know how to play a man better than a man know how to play a woman.
Ah! Oh, yes.
Because women,
Enlighten me. Enlighten
so they
me.
say, so they say, people say men are dogs. Men are dogs, right? But here's the thing: you can hear a dog coming from a mile away, but women are cats. You can't even hear them, even if they're close to you.
I'm not a fucking cat. I'm a monkey. I'm a monkey. Hold on, Eric. I'm coming.
Hmm.
Go ahead. Keep talking, Eric. I'm listening.
And you know what they say, right?
What?
They say keep your friends close, but your enemies close to you. But here's the fucked up thing about life: sometimes your closest friends be your closest enemies.
Of course. Of course. You just said it. You just said it, but backwards.
But they walking like a cat. If anybody had a cat ever in their life, or even if they ever seen a cat, have you ever heard a cat walk? But I bet you heard a dog walk. They motherfucking nails scratching on the floor. They they barking. They doing all types of shit. You can hear that nigga coming from a mile away, which is why a lot of the times a woman be like, "Man, I heard you coming before you even came." But what's fucked up is when a woman come, she snuck in. She snuck in the house, and when she came to my door as a stray cat, she was meowing. She needed attention. She needed love, caring, somebody to fix her up, to make her back into a house cat. But as soon as they get to your motherfucking house, they tear that motherfucking house up because they sneaky. Have you ever had a cat As soon as you walk out the room, they tear every motherfucking thing up.
Sorry, Eric. I have to use the bathroom.
Yeah, do your thing. They tear everything up. You know, I used to have a cat, right? And that cat was quiet. That nigga stood on his bed until the moment I went outside. And I had a back porch. I had a back porch that had a window, so I could see directly into the kitchen. I leave my food on that table. That cat jumping all around to get to that motherfucking table. That cat doing all types of shit. You can't hear him, but you can see him. That's how women are. You can't hear him, but you can see him. I'm not saying that's all women.
So that's how we are. Oh,
Not
not
all.
saying that we all
Nah,
are not
not
like that.
all. Not all. I can't compound the two. I can't compound the two because there's some phenomenal women out there.
Mm.
There's some women that are quiet but loud about your name, right? They quiet about who they are as a person, but they loud about who they dealing with. Like this my nigga, but my nigga is the only nigga that's seeing my body, seeing who I really am as a woman, seeing what I bring to the table. This is my man. So they
We
quiet
only
to the
claim a
public.
man that we. Let me tell you something about women. We're only gonna claim you if we think that you're worth it. If we really know that you are our man, you're a man, and
So
we're
you think? So do you
proud
think
of
it's
you,
childish?
and we're proud to show you off, that's when we're gonna say that
I see
you're
what you're
our
doing.
man. I mean,
I
we're
see what
not
you're
gonna put
doing.
a
I
title
see.
on a
I see what you're
person.
doing. I see what you're doing. I'll take the cat out the hat. I see what you're doing. I'll take the.
I
So
mean, if you're
to
gonna
the public,
consider women to be cats, right?
to the public, to the public though. Look, I
I
know what you're
mean,
doing,
cats
baby.
are frisky, right? Yeah, we could be frisky, what they call whatever. But you got to understand a woman's point of view that a lot of women being been hurt in life. Okay, some women. I mean, we're different genders, right? We don't know how a man think, what a man want. Men play games. So when a woman is hurt, right? Guess what
Hmm.
a woman's gonna do? The cat. Guess what the cat is gonna do? The cat is gonna retreat, especially if the cat have litters, kids, right? The cat is gonna retreat because the cat been around the block and then some, right? So the cat already know how the stray or what we call male cats, the tomcat, I don't even fucking know, can be, right? Or the dog, how the dog can be, right? So the cat, they're gonna take a step back. But guess what the cat is gonna do? The cat is gonna play the field, right? Some cats play the field where they engage in other
They see what house is the most comfortable home.
exact no, they want to find the home that's comfortable for them to live in. It's not that they trying to find the best catch. They're trying to find the home where they feel comfortable at. Got it? And if they don't find that, guess what? They become a stray. They become an alley cat, which most men perceive as what men call us? A hoe, a thought, a slut.
Hmm.
Why? Because the cat start exploring. When the cat was faithful and whatever to the dog, then when the woman start exploring and shit, then the cat become a hoe, a this, a that. But the cat already been around the block and then some. Got what I'm saying?
But you never know. So this thing too though.
What the cat never know? The cat been there
No,
and done that.
the cat is nothing, but it's not about the cat. It's that
But what is it about?
the potential owner, the
Of
potential
the cat.
owner, yes,
Okay.
never knows where that cat came from. We don't know. We just seeing it for what it is.
So why can't a man be perceived as a cat? Why is always a woman that's perceived as a cat? Why can't a man be perceived as a cat? Because with all cats, they stray. That's what they say, right?
Right.
So why can't a man be perceived as a cat? Because men stray. In my opinion, men stray.
But they're stray dogs. They're not stray cats. And a stray
They're not.
dog,
They're not.
no,
They're not stray
they're not
cats
stray
out
cats.
there.
Men?
Okay.
No, no,
Men don't stray.
no. Men stray.
Oh,
Men stray. But there's not just stray cats out here. There's also stray dogs. There's also
I
stray
never heard of
dogs
an
out here
alley dog, but I heard of an alley cat.
because they're not called alley dogs. They're called stray dogs.
Or they call slum dogs.
I mean, a slum dog is somebody that's about to get rich. That's a slum dog. But
Really, it's an
yeah,
underdog. That's what you're telling me.
hmm
So when
it's,
they,
it's,
what
it's
do you call a bum dog? What do you call a dog that sleeps around then? I want to know.
a stray. It's a stray. You're a stray. You have no home. You have no. You have no place. You're just going house to house to house. You're a stray.
Okay,
You're a
so
stray.
so so let me ask you a question, right?
hmm
I don't even know how to put it. Okay, a woman.
hmm
Do you fall in love with a woman that plays hard to get, or do you fall in love with a woman that is open and sincere?
Open as a seer. I
Hmm.
don't like. I like the hard to get shit is cool to the public. I mean, when you being politically correct, it's cool. But I like somebody who's open and sincere about who they are because it's easier to trust them.
Okay.
The hard to get people play this game where it's like you're in an endless game of earning their trust, but they never ever planned on trusting you to begin with.
You right about that motherfucking shit.
It's a
So
it's
what is
it's
the
a game
type
of
of
power.
person? Okay. So we was talking about earlier, right? About our upbringings. Okay.
hmm
You made an interesting statement about the girl that you are with. She made an honest comment. She said
Yeah,
that she doesn't want to work.
yeah. And I also said it's okay.
Right. No, 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 no. But why did you say it's okay? She's being honest, right? She doesn't want to work.
hmm
So I'm not going to tell you from a woman's perspective. I'm not going to tell you what that means to me. But what did you gather as a man? She's a cat now. She's on the prowl. She's on the prowl. She's frisky.
Yeah, what I gathered is this. Like, I mean, I took it
Hey,
for face
Brooklyn Miss.
value.
Hey,
I
Slay.
took I took it for face value. Face value is this, man. When someone is honest and open about what they want for their own life, I can accept it because it's easier for me to know how to deal with you. What I cannot accept is when you say things like that, but you also play in the field. You can't have it both ways.
Why can't
You
I?
cannot.
Why can't I? I'm exploring. I'm a stray. I'm a cat. That's what I do.
You can't find that in somebody who's trying to marry you because somebody who's willing to fuck you does not mean that they're willing to marry you. Because when a person is willing to fuck you,
Enlighten
they're
me.
willing.
Enlighten me. Enlighten me. Okay. So what's the marrying type then? I mean, because most men, the marrying type for them is somebody that they can control, possess, um, not too attractive. Men don't go by another thing. Do you go by looks?
Yeah, yeah,
So what is a
yeah.
marrying type and what is just a fuck for you?
Marrying type for me is somebody who is someone who wants to merge our visions together. They align with my beliefs and they align with my morals.
Wow, that's beautiful, son. That's beautiful.
That's a Marian type. Somebody who's just a fuck is someone who is physically attractive. That's it. That point blank period. You're just physically attractive. And you may be fun, but that doesn't bring forth substance. That's not a substance.
So let me ask you a question, right? So what if you guys was fucking, right?
Hmm.
And you thought of that individual as just a fuck? Because most men, they think with their dick, right? That's what we say. They think the way they
Physical.
dick first. Physical, right. And then you guys separate, and then that girl is doing big things. Then how do you think of her then?
If
Like,
she's doing
wow.
big things,
Like I just was fucking this girl, but
that's good. That's good.
but this girl, I thought of this girl one way that she was a fuck thing, but then when we separated now, she's doing big things. How would you think of that now? Maybe you mis is a misconception, or maybe you misjudged that person. Maybe you just thought of her like just to get your rocks off and to get your
No,
dick wet.
no,
A lot of misconception with women. And I feel like a lot of men misjudge women because they just look at them as a fuck thing. Sexy, somebody that they could get their rocks off, not really seeing their full potential as a woman. That's how
if you
men
allow
view
it.
women.
If you allow it.
No, no,
What are you
no. But
allowing?
that wasn't the question. That
What are you
wasn't the
allowing?
question.
But what are you allowing as a woman? If a man sees that you are a physically attractive woman and you have a fat ass, nice face, and whatever the case may be, what are you allowing? Just because you have those things doesn't mean you need to flaunt it all the time. It doesn't mean that you need to accept sex. So if I do give you sex and you allow me to give you sex, I mean, come on, like we can project. We oh, matter of fact, we can push that on other people. We could push it, right? All this nigga ever wanted me for was sex and this, and you never had to give it to him to begin with. You never had to. It's your what they say, feminist, right? Feminism is about a choice, which means your body, your choice.
I
You don't
love
have
that.
to.
So then what happens when the woman dis the man? It's our choice to stray to fuck other partners. So then what happens when the man
That's
considered
fine.
the relationship to be serious and we don't?
What? Okay, I'll say this much: you had sex with a man. You don't want to be with him no more. That's what you're saying?
We wasn't together at all. That's
Okay,
what I'm saying.
but
But
you had sexual
but a
relationships with him.
man thinks that they're in a relationship because they had sex. Because that works both ways. Don't put it on a woman.
No,
Men,
but we know that men are naturally possessive. Naturally.
men are naturally possessive.
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean that's natural. It's natural. It's a natural thing. What what else can you expect from a man? You want that man to have sex with you, and and once another man come around and be like, you know what, this my bitch right here. I'm being provocative,
But this is my pussy. This is my pussy. This is my body.
but you just proved possessiveness with a man. Let's talk about it. So a man is supposed to. I'm gonna go as far as saying supposed to be naturally possessive.
Oh,
Naturally,
really? Okay. I'm learning
naturally,
something new from you. I'm learning something new. Tell me about a
because a
man.
man, because a man, if you're not competitive, you're not possessive, and you're not willing to die for what you chose to marry, I don't know if I can call you a man, but I'll call you a male because you have a penis. Because what is marriage? Marriage for I can speak from a man's standpoint. Marriage for a man is saying I am willing to die for this woman. I'm willing to sacrifice myself to make sure my woman can raise my children if I was no longer here. So if it came down to it, between you and I, this goes back to the story I was telling earlier. If shit go bump in the night, a man's job is to wake up and be like, babe, lock the motherfucking door, call the motherfucking cops. I'm gonna go see what's going on. If a man is not willing to do that, man don't love you. He don't love you.
So we were speaking. Okay, so when a man is interested, what would a man do? Tell me the traits of a man. Because let me tell you something, Eric. You're speaking from your point of view as a man,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm just
Absolutely.
saying, you're speaking from your point of view as a man, which since you was a kid, you were always serious about relationships, about family, about unity. Still to this day, you're serious about relationships and unity. Not everybody has the same viewpoint as you. I never wanted to get married, Eric. You know that. I always
Yeah.
told you that. And I never did get married because I felt like it was easier to separate and just to say, fuck it, that's yours and this is mine. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what Eric told me about that? It's easier for people to run away from serious shit that they don't want to get involved in. Well, call it what you want to call it. I just felt it was easier. I just felt as me, I felt that it was easier not to get married to a person because I mean, I didn't want to go through the courts. I just felt like marriage was a big deal. Not to say that I can't. Why do I have to sign a piece of paper to say that I'm loyal to a person or dedicated to a person and I'm going to spend the rest of my life? Why do I have to do that to prove my loyalty to a person? I could prove my loyalty by being there. And I just feel like if you get married, it's like too many complications and who own this and who don't own that. I just never felt it was necessary. That was my personal belief in marriage. But my son claimed it as being a coward. And not being a coward, but just like not really serious about a
Who you
relationship.
dealing with?
Yeah. He just felt
You
like
dealing
you're not serious. If you don't want to get married to me, you don't want to settle down, then you're not serious. But why does it have to be that way? That's what I'm
because
asking.
because life is about people. Life's about
Of
people.
course. I mean, yes.
So do you want to? Okay, and this is a serious question I have to ask a lot of people. You want to die by yourself?
But you was born by yourself.
It don't matter how you born; it's how you end it.
A lot of people die by themselves, Eric. What's the big deal?
The big deal is, what is your legacy? You don't take life serious. You don't take another person serious. Like,
All
I'm
right.
a
Oh,
firm
okay.
believer
So
in
what is your
this.
legacy? Okay, so let me just answer that question for you. I have 4 kids, right?
Mhm.
Am I not building a legacy for my 4 kids?
That's fine. Yeah, yeah.
Right. Do I necessarily have to be to be with a partner to build my legacy?
No, no.
Don't a lot of I mean, there's many accomplished people out there that build a legacy without kids or a man. So did they
Okay.
die by themselves, or they die leaving a legacy behind?
A lot of bloodlines end in that manner. Remember, you can only pass on the last name you have if you even choose to marry another person and you don't take on their last name, which I feel like if you're not willing to take on a man's last name, what's the point? But let's talk about it like this. I'm my father's only son. And I'm gonna tell a quick story. I'm my father's only son with the last name I have. One time I went to the cemetery because somebody had passed away that was close to me. And when I was in the cemetery, I was looking at a whole bunch of gravestones, and I
Hold
seen a
on,
whole bunch
hold
of
on,
last
hold on.
names.
All right, so I'm gonna answer some questions here. Bishop King, what the fuck do you mean by that? It sounds like you don't want to change any part of you. And old brother, BKA Money Malia. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Because who the fuck are you referring to? Me, Eric, or you just making a statement? Who the fuck are you referring to? So let's clear this shit right now. Cause I don't like people talking shit on my forum.
Oh, you talking about when the nigga said it sounds like you don't want change any part of you?
Yeah. And then
That's very broad.
the other bitch is like, Jesus, what's the big deal? What's a big deal?
I mean, if you're
What's the
not
big
keeping
deal?
up with the program, then you need to log off. That's how I feel.
Exactly. You don't have shit to say now, but guess what? Let me just block, let me just block these motherfuckers right here, Bishop King and this bitch. All right. Yeah, crickets. Crickets. Hold on. Because these motherfuckers think that we just talking out the side of our, out the side of our fucking ass and shit, and I'm not paying attention. As we proceed to give you what you need, like fire. All right. So I just feel like men and women suffer the same things in life. Thinking, overthinking, what we should do, what we shouldn't do, right?
Yeah.
Eric, where's your face? You stuck.
Oh, my fault. Connection. 1 second.
Okay. So as a man, what you look for is in a woman. Is it looks? Can she cook? Is it her body? Her face? What do you look for in a man? Like in a woman. In a woman. As a man, what do you look for in a woman?
Femininity, beauty, and inspiration. That's what I look for. That's it.
Femininity. So when
Hmm.
you talk about femininity, what are you talking about?
Natural caretaker, natural caregiver, natural. It's just natural for you to be a woman that wants to take care of you. And a lot of women will look at that as like, oh, this is a soft bitch. This bitch is soft. You taking care. Like I feel like we in an era right now where women like to downplay other women that take care of their man. Like, oh, bitch, you at home with your man? Oh, you whack. You ain't outside with us. We ain't partying. We ain't doing this because she want to be at home with her man and talk to him about his day. It's kind of corny, don't you think? That's kind of corny. It's kind of corny. It's borderline like you need her to have fun while you outside. You so pressed about what she doing with her man that you willing to besmirch her character. Besmirching meaning disrespect her and ruin her reputation because she want to be at home with her man.
Say that word
Now
again.
whether
Besmirching.
besmirch, absolutely. So
Well,
it's
thank you
like
for teaching me a new word.
yeah. So it's
But
like
don't you think that each relationship to teach one each one? Like we should it should be a teaching relationship.
each one teach one is a proverb based back on the days of slavery. Each one teach one is basically a proverb that says when you learn something new, it is your responsibility to teach the next person who does not know. That's what each one teach one mean. You passing on knowledge that one person probably didn't know, and their responsibility is to then pass it on further. That's what each one teach one mean. So if you're dealing, okay, put it like this. I'm gonna give you an example. A woman who has always been single, or maybe they never had a woman to look up to give them good advice, right? So they only know their way of living. Once they run across a woman that is willing to teach them a different way of looking at things in a relationship, they then pass that on to the next woman who's probably doing the same thing that they're doing, right? Because it's like they didn't know. They didn't know any better. But that also goes back to Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou said, do the best you can until you know better. Then, when you know better, you can do better. So I feel like each one teach one, and that goes hand in hand because you only know what you fucking know.
All right. So let me ask you a question. So you don't have a problem taking care of a woman, paying the bills or whatever.
No, it's my job.
It is your job. Why do you feel that is
Uh,
your job?
because I'm a man. I'm a man. And I'm a man that believes in,
Because society told you, your gender told you that you're a man, or
well,
that's
science is
your
science. I'm a
belief.
man. Science is science. I'm a man. But my belief is also what I've seen. Oh, what I've seen, right? What I've seen is my grandfather take care of the household. What I've seen is my grandmother take care of the house, and her man at the time took care of the household. And every other relationship in my family was the same way. That's where my beliefs derive from.
So as you as a man, you feel like you supposed to provide, protect,
And lead.
and lead.
Hmm.
Okay, suppose that you met a woman that's a leader. Then what?
In what manner? Are you
Um,
leading? Are you leading the household like our children?
well, she's just
Or
a
are you
entrepreneur. She don't really need you in that sense.
okay? When you come into this motherfucking house, you leave that shit at the door. You leave that for your coworkers.
But what if she doesn't have coworkers? What if she just entrepreneur? She have her own business.
Okay. What does that mean to me? You trying to lead me?
Nah, just say that she just just say that she just have her own shit. Then what?
Okay. What does that mean? You have your own shit. Okay, cool, babe. So because you have your own things, that means that what I say no longer is of value. Low key. It's passively disrespectful, right? I just feel like, well, why are we together? Why are we
Nah,
together?
but say that the woman is down to earth, right? She
Okay.
doesn't really look at you as she treats you like a man, right?
Okay.
But my thing is, how should a man treat a woman? That's what I want to know from your perspective. How should a man treat a woman?
A man should treat a woman like that is like like she's a
Mm.
flower. I would say like a flower. I'm gonna say like a flower,
Oh,
right?
she's blooming. She's blooming.
You plant the seed.
She's a
You plant the
flower.
seed.
You gotta water her.
You plant the seed.
Ah,
But in order for that seed to grow, you have to water it. You have to put it in the sun. And when I say put it in the sun, I mean put it in the limelight of everybody else and be like, this is my flower. This
mm,
is this woman is gonna grow into something beautiful. And whether they see it or not is none of their business. It don't matter. People never see your vision until it's done.
right.
So you be like, but I planted this seed. And that seed is your relationship. That seed is that seriousness behind what you believe this flower is gonna grow into. And you take care of it, you nurture it, you provide for it, you ensure that it's always in the right light, not in the wrong light. You don't put your woman into the shadows, you put your woman in the forefront so it can grow. I just feel like that's what my woman is.
Yeah.
She's a flower. She's beautiful. She has
So
potential to
what do you
grow.
do? What do you do with a woman that's already bloomed?
Was she taken care of? Because you
When
can
she
buy,
already
you can
took care of herself, she's coming
how?
self-sufficient. What do
Oh,
you do with
okay.
that?
Okay, you self-sufficient. Then what you need me for?
Maybe I just like your
That's
company.
that. That's
Maybe
that. That's that.
I just want to get to know you. Maybe
That's
I
that.
could I just want to maybe I just want to pick your brain.
That's that independent woman shit.
All right. So let me ask you a question. Do men get jealous of other women's success
Does men get jealous of other women's success?
or just a woman that is doing more, a woman that don't need them, you know?
A woman that don't need them. I mean, no, I
No?
can't say that he gets jealous.
Okay.
I can say that he would definitely feel like, what is your angle with me? Are you looking for power or are you looking for happiness? It's two different things.
uh,
And that's the thing, right? So like in life, they tell you this much. The person that cares least about the relationship has the most power over the relationship.
fuck right. Yes.
But power is not happiness.
No, it's not. But you got to understand, if you've been hurt a lot in life as a man or a woman, right? You set those boundaries, especially when you are established, right? So are you just
Hmm.
going to allow any motherfucker into your establishment? No, you're not. Without doing a background check, correct?
Yeah. But what does that mean?
It means like this: people that are established and don't need a motherfucker don't care about love.
Love is not everything. Love is not everything. That's not even people like to give so much power to love, but I feel like love is probably one of the least things to keep a relationship that is meant to be long term together. Because a lot of people like to mistaken love as a feeling. Love is not a feeling, it's an action.
Hold on. Let me block this person. Boom. Go ahead.
Love is what you do despite how you feel. You could be mad as fuck at somebody. You could feel like, yo, who you even talking to in your mind? In your mind, you may feel disrespected. You may feel
So what if you
tried.
tell them? What do you tell? What if you tell a motherfucker how you feel about them verbally?
You wait for the moment. You wait for the moment because not every moment is even open for that. You can be like it's hard, right? Because
You're frozen. You're frozen. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I'm about to hang up. I'm about to do a live.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody had called me. They threw off the whole voice. So what was you saying?
I don't remember. I was just talking.
Okay,
What I would say is I think that men and women look for the same
they do.
things. And you said something interesting. Marrying. What is a marrying type?
Hmm. I mean, I said it earlier, but I'll revisit it. Marrying somebody is like aligning your beliefs with each other, aligning your morals, your views, your beliefs, everything together. That's marriage, right? When your shit's
Do
aligned
you
with each
care
other.
about what other people think about who you chose to marry?
No,
Why not?
because you don't have to marry this person.
No, no, no. Do you care whether other people like the person that you're going to marry or not? You never introduced me to the Mia. Let me ask
No,
you a question. Why did you introduce your girlfriend to your dad and not me?
because my father was around when she was around. So when I pick up the phone and my father was talking to me, she'll be right here. So I'll be like, she right here.
Is that it?
Yeah. It wasn't nothing malicious. It was just circumstances.
Hmm. What is a married? So what would compel you to marry somebody again?
If I'm being honest,
I will hope so.
I would say sincerity. Sincerity. Sincere about everything you do. You're sincere about your life. You're sincere about who you are. You're sincere about your person. Like, well, your purpose, I'm gonna say. Why you here, what you want, like just sincere. Just be sincere.
Why do you want to let me ask you. You're a settle down type of guy, right?
Hmm.
You always been.
Yeah.
Is marriage the end all and be all for you?
Nah. Happiness is.
So why can't you be happy without getting married?
I can be. I definitely can be.
So did you look at the Mia as a marrying type?
Yeah.
So you would marry her
Before, yeah.
before what?
Before the bullshit.
All right. So now we're gonna get into the case of his girlfriend. right?
I'm I don't feel comfortable doing that direct. I would say like we
Well,
could talk about relationships overall. I just don't want to do that because I just feel like I haven't even processed it myself.
you haven't processed it.
Yeah,
Okay. So I'm going to let you process it indirectly.
right.
All right, cool. Ladies and gentlemen, when a woman is interested in a man or in love, there is nothing that that woman would do to be there for a man. She will move mountains to be with a man. Women are women are not physical, we're mental, okay? A woman will call you, text you, whatever they had to do to talk to you because a woman is in love. A woman gonna be there. Time is essential. That's how a woman is. When a woman don't give a fuck, a woman don't give a fuck, and we will show you. We will be distant. We will be aloof. We will be boring. We don't
That's a
have
great.
anything to really fucking say.
That's a great. That's a great.
Because
That's
we're
a.
not interested. We're not in love. When a woman's
Yeah.
in love, I let me speak. I let you speak. I ain't speaking about a woman. I ain't speaking about a woman. Okay? I am a woman. I'm gonna tell you as a woman, not only your mother, as a woman, how a woman can be. If a woman loves you, they will be there for you, no matter what. Even if they're in a fucking meeting, an important meeting, they will step outside to take your phone call because you are important to them. If a woman loves you, they will go out of their way to be with you and to make it work because they love you. That is a woman. If a woman cooks and clean for you, motherfucker, you hit the jackpot with that woman. That woman is in love. She has no other eyes, no nothing. You are her everything. She wants to make you happy. She wants to she provide, provide. If a woman has a good job, she not only wants to provide financially, she wants to provide by cooking for you, cleaning for you, teaching you, teach you how to cook, wash your fucking clothes. A woman would do all that shit if she loves you. She will give you advice. She will be there for you through thick and thin. That is a woman that is in love.
So Parish,
Now, a
Parish,
woman that
wait,
don't
Parish
give a
said something
fuck.
fire. Parish said something fire. Look at Parish comment. Didn't I just say that earlier? Parish, Ziegler or Ziegler, I don't know her name, but Parish. Change location to be with you. Didn't we just talk about that earlier?
Yes, she will even move to where you at. She will go through the ends of the earth to be there for you because she loves you. She loves you and she feel like this love is worth it. She feels like you're worth it. You're worth it. You're worth her giving up everything. Everything, her old lifestyle, she feels like you're worth it. She's willing to move to your state, to be closer to you, to have contact with you, to nurture you, to to say that she's there for you. That is a woman that is in love. She's gonna do everything. She's gonna move mountains, no matter how difficult. Even if she doesn't have the money, she's gonna work double jobs to get that money. Anything. If you're fucked up and broke, she's gonna make sure that you're provided for. That is a woman. That is a woman that's in love. in love. Whenever you call her, she answered the fucking phone. Whenever you text her, she texts right back immediately. That is a woman in love. A woman that is interested in another person. That goes for a man too. See? That's the point that you're missing. It goes both ways. That is the point that I think everybody misses in love. It goes both ways. So the same way a man could be hurt by a woman indiscretion or aloofness or just not being there, a woman could feel the same way. So I just done laid down all the things a woman could do for a man. But guess what? A man is willing to do the same thing for a woman if he love her. It goes both ways. So there is no gender here. That's what I was trying to tell you from the beginning. There is no fucking gender. When a person, pronoun, male, female, whatever the fuck you go by, when a person loves you, these are the things that they're gonna do. That's what I was trying to tell you from the gate. It doesn't matter who they are, male, woman. Most people, they want to look at it, oh, woman, I'm a man, I'm a woman, not realizing that we all look for the same things in a person, whether you a man, woman, or a pronoun. That's the fucking shit, Eric, I was trying to explain.
Hmm.
That's it. If a person want to, they going to do it. If they don't want to, they just not gonna fucking do it. Basically that. And if they don't want to do it, fuck them. You close that door and you fucking move on. Shit.
It's a fact.
Now you see me. It has
I've been
nothing to do with
seeing.
cat, dog, female, male. It has nothing to do with that. Nothing at all. It's
That's a fact.
up to the person whether they want to do it for you or not. For you. I'll
If
be
you're worthy.
damned. I'll be damned if I ask a person for their time. Why you not calling me? What happened to you? I'll be damned. A motherfucker can't get shit from me, Eric. Does that mean that I'm hurt or scorned? No. That just means that I know life and love and how motherfuckers could play. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm not putting myself below no nigga or no bitch to where I'm chasing a nigga. Oh, why you not calling me? What happened to you? I'm tired of being nice to a person because guess what? It doesn't have anything to do with money. It has everything to do with your time. Time is of an essence. You can't get back time. So the amount of time, money that you spent in a person, you can't get that back. So by you worrying about a person and how they living, are they worried about you and how you living? Oh, obviously not. If they're not reaching out to you and they don't give two fucks about you, they just ghosting you, not talking to you. They don't give a fuck about you. So why do you give a fuck about them? They're not putting the effort in. So why should you? That's my question. Why should you?
You shouldn't.
Basically, they're not the only pussy and dick out there. But is it really about pussy and dick? Is it? No, it's not. Because quite frankly, I can't depend if a nigga, if you can't call a nigga or a bitch to lend you a helping hand, like, yo, I'm fucked up right now. Like, yo, I need some cash. It's not about sex. It's about who's there for you. If a person is not there for you, fuck them. Fuck them. sex sex only feels good. You know how sex feels good to me? Sex only feels good if we have chemistry. You know what is chemistry, Eric? You know what is
Hmm.
chemistry? What is chemistry? Let me ask you your definition of chemistry. What is chemistry to you?
Chemistry is when two parties join together and they work well together.
What is working well together?
Interdependency. Interdependency is when two people work together for the same goal.
That's chemistry. But when it's one-sided, how can you call it chemistry? People misconstrue sex with love all the fucking time. We call it lust,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm I don't have chemistry with nobody. I don't. I never met chemistry. Because guess what? Chemistry is when a nigga is willing to meet you halfway, or a bitch. They're willing to meet you halfway. That's chemistry. That's motherfucking chemistry.
Hmm.
That's when you really have sex. That's when you really have sex. When you meet me halfway, then that's fucking chemistry. Then when we have sex, it's the fucking bomb. That's fucking chemistry. Because you meeting me halfway. You know what I want. You know what I need. I know what you want. I know what you need. I'm never gonna let you fall. You never gonna. That's fucking chemistry. People misuse words all the fucking time. We have chemistry. We have a bond that's unbreakable. Really? A bond that's unbreakable? Chemistry? Well, nigga, when I call you and I say that my rent is fucked up and I need this and I need that, how come I can't get a hold of you? How come you ghosted me? That's chemistry? That ain't shit. That ain't shit. That's just sex. And that's where a lot of people fuck up in life. It's just sex. It's just sex. It's just fucking sex. Just fucking sex. That's it. Ain't no chemistry behind it. Ain't no one-on-one behind it. It's just for somebody to get their fucking rocks off and say goodbye. Now, we was talking about something interesting earlier, right, Eric?
Hmm.
Why do people always want a person they can't have?
Because absence increase value.
Enlighten me.
So the least accessible someone is, the more valuable they become. Because they become intriguing, right? You don't get many words out of them. You don't really hang with them. You don't know what they thinking. You don't know anything about them. But that's what makes somebody more interested in the person.
Because what I told you, Eric, silence is golden.
Hmm.
I told you that, right?
Yeah.
Silence is golden. You know, Eric, here's the thing about relationships. Oh, me and Eric was talking about this earlier, right? For all you all listening, loyalty. We were talking about loyalty, right? What I told you about loyalty, Eric? What I told you about that motherfucking shit?
Loyalty.
Loyalty. What did I tell you about loyalty?
Loyalty is royalty.
Not that. That's not what I told you. That's not what the fuck I told you. I told you it's very rare that you meet people that's honest and loyal. That's what I told you. Didn't I tell you that?
Yeah.
And loyalty is shortage these days. It's short. You can't trust people these days, ladies and gentlemen. You can't. Loyalty is a shortage on loyalty. It's very rare that you meet a genuine and loyal person these fucking days. It's very rare. That's what I told Eric. So when you meet a loyal person, loyalty, I need to do a background check because I don't trust you. Because now these days you can't trust no motherfucking body. They say they have your back and this and that, blah blah blah. Next thing you know, they setting you up to get murdered. They sleep with your boyfriend and girlfriend. They doing all type of shit. Niggas only get close to you to know you. Listen to this. Niggas and bitches only get close to you to know you so they could fuck you over in the future. When a person is too nice, that's questionable. Why are you so nice to me? Why you want to get close to me? Yo, you got to question everything these days. This world is a make it or break it kind of shit going on here. I'm from the hood. I don't trust no fucking body. No fucking body. But it's the truth. It's the truth. Okay? All right? Can people can be loyal off of circumstances. Right. 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 Let me explain something to you about loyalty, right? People have the gift of gab. Okay? What do people do? When you're quiet, when you're an introvert, what do people do to get your information? What do people do to an introvert? They pick. They pick. They start asking questions. They start telling things about their personal life. They start picking because they want to get to know you. You're so quiet. Who are you? I want to get to know you. Blah blah blah. So they start sharing personal things about themselves so they could learn about you. This is what people do. It's up to you. It's up to you to decipher who this motherfucker is and why they coming at me? Why you want me? Who are you? Why you want to get to know me? There's a motherfucking thousands of millions of people, billions of people. Get the fuck out of here. But most people fall for the trap. Most people fall for the trap because you know, oh, they're sharing personal things about themselves. And most wise people and intelligent people are quiet, right? But a wise person knows where a person is coming from. Got what I'm saying? Eric, I'm going to
Hmm.
include you now. Eric told me that his intuitions was bothering him for a while about a person. Okay. I told my son, never deny his intuitions because if he's thinking that way about that person and it doesn't feel right, then it's not fucking right. Right?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times we give our loyalty to the wrong people, right? But once a person show you who they are, their actions, you got to pay attention to people's actions. Actions speak louder than words. Don't be hurt about it. Be glad about it that you finally seen come came to terms of what it is. Like, oh shit. Yeah. I knew something was up, right? Eric,
Yeah.
talk to me
Mhm. About intuition,
about love.
about love.
Love.
Well, love.
Tell me when you're in love. When you what do you do as a man in love? When you're in love, tell me about love. What do you consider to be love?
When you start to do things despite how you feel. When you start to do things that you probably would have never imagined yourself doing, only because you feel it's the right thing to do. You don't let your emotions get in between your decision making, because you're gonna do things that's beneficial for both parties. You start to do things that's only valuable for yourself. That's
What do you
not love
mean?
anymore.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean nope? Brandon Timberlake? What do you mean nope? What do you mean nope?
I can't respect the nigga that name is Brandon Timberlake.
I got it. Go ahead, Eric. Keep talking.
You start to do things that's outside of what you believe in or what you was raised to believe in. I think this man trying to be relevant. I
Huh?
don't know who this man. I said I think this man trying to be relevant. I don't really know who this man is, man.
Hold on, I'm coming.
He said Tosh loves me.
I'm coming. Hold on, Eric.
I don't think they really know me. I know this your crowd and everything, but they don't really know me like that.
What's up, Eric? What he saying?
I don't know. This your fan. I don't know who this man is, man. He don't know me like that. I came on here as a courtesy. You gotta love yourself, then love someone equal. I don't care whether you gay or straight. What are you talking about? I'm not in the USA. What does that even mean?
Somebody talking shit to you, Eric?
I mean, he ain't talking shit. He trying to clean it up. Stop playing with me, my boy. I don't know you like that, bro.
Oh, he trying to call you gay?
Nah, he said he or she said that they gay. I don't really know who that is. I'm about to hang this shit up before I get out of character. How I got my scar? I think that's another story for another time. The world may never know.
Eric,
Yeah.
they fucking with you?
Nah, nah, they ain't strong enough. I just don't feel like talking no more.
Who was that? Let me see. Who was fucking with my kid? Oh, they want to know how you got your scar, Eric. If you want to tell that story, that's up to you.
Nah, I'm good. I don't feel like talking no more.
It says, "Oh, this person says, sounds like your handsome little man don't know what love is yet."
You see that little nigga disrespectful?
Okay, so let me explain something to you about my kid. Okay, well, his scar, he doesn't. Well, just to sum it up, I'm gonna sum up Eric's scar. He was in a gang. Okay, he turned his life around. He went to the army, but he was in a gang. Okay, so if any of you guys want to know about his scar, he was in a fucking gang. Okay, I'll tell them the truth. You don't have to tell them. All right. So he was in a gang. He was running with the wrong crowd, and shit happens, and he now is in the army. Basically that. Okay. But one thing's for sure, he's thorough. We from the
You know what's
streets.
crazy? Like, I don't really know. I don't really know Brandon Timberlake. Uh,
Don't go there, Eric. Don't go there. Don't go there.
it's your crowd, man. It's your crowd.
Nah, nah, nah. Go, yo, no, no. Don't
Yeah,
go
these
there.
niggas
But
is
yo,
crazy.
this
Like
is
these
free
niggas is
forum. You talk what you
crazy,
want to
man.
talk. You know I got your
This nigga,
back.
yeah,
You
these
talk what
niggas
you
is
want to
crazy.
talk.
I just feel like a lot of people, you could hide behind your keyboard, you could hide behind your phone, you could hide behind anything you want to hide behind, my brother. But understand this: in real life, in real life, when I say real life, I'm talking about face to face, my guy.
Don't do it, Eric. Don't do
You can't
it.
even wash my socks, man. You can't even
Don't
wash my socks. Stop
do
playing
it.
with me, man. I'm not even that. I'm probably one of the most like out of her children. I'm probably one of the most loving people. I'm probably most genuine people. But don't fucking play with me, cause I'm also that type of person as well. Don't play with me, my boy.
That's Capricorn energy. Yo, you
Don't play
giving
with
them your
me.
energy. Yo, you giving them your energy. Yeah, I give them my
Don't
energy
play
too,
with me.
son.
Don't play with me. Don't play with me, cause I'm not even like that. I don't even like getting like that anymore. I really changed my life. I really changed my life. Stop playing with me, man. Before I get on the black market and see where the fuck you at. Stop playing with me. Mm,
Cap for cap. Look, the person Brandon Timberlake wrote cap for cap.
heard you. Heard you.
Yeah.
What you want me to say? Show your face.
Yo,
Join the live.
yo, what the? Yo, give me a thumbs up if you're a Capricorn on here. Give me a thumbs up. I think I'm gonna do a live reading tonight. Capricorns, yo, my son is a Capricorn. One thing I could say about my son Eric, he's fucking thorough. He's a little bit crazy.
I don't think like that's so that's the thing. Like I think like, we be talking like this sometimes, niggas be like, oh, he a nice guy. I'm a nice guy.
Oh
Stop
yes, he
playing with me,
is, but
man.
he's
Stop
thorough.
playing with me, man.
He's thorough.
Stop playing with
So
me,
please,
man.
if you're a Capricorn, give me a thumbs up because Capricorns is bout it. All the Capricorns I know is bout it. They talk that shit and they about that shit. Like, yo, my son is not talking. He's about that shit. He's about that shit. He's about that life. He's about that life. So please, he's being nice. This is my kid. I've known
I'm
him
gonna
from
remember.
20. I know him for 29 years.
I'm gonna remember that name, man. I'm gonna do some research, my brother.
You see?
If you a brother, I don't know what you are, but if you are a brother, I'm gonna do my research on you, my brother. I'm gonna find you.
That's a
Believe me,
That's a Capricorn. That's
I'm gonna find
yeah.
you. I'm gonna find you, bro. You can't hide from me. You can't. There's nothing you can do in your power.
Yeah. That's a Capricorn. That's a fucking Capricorn right there. I don't know what to say.
Just talk candid. Just talk candid. Oh, follow me on Instagram, YouTube Brandon. Follow me on Instagram, Wave WAVE dot man MAN 347.
Well, Brandon said they love you. That
No, he said he love you.
Mm.
I don't love you, nigga. I don't even know you. Don't start some shit you can't finish, bro. People like to throw rocks and hide their hand. And I think that's in all situations in your life where niggas like to throw rocks, but the moment
I'm
you
here with
address
you.
them,
I'm here with you.
the moment you address them, they hide their hands. They sit on their hands.
Well, maybe Eric, the person, wasn't serious.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I
Maybe
don't
they
care.
was just people say shit all the time.
Stand on your shit. Stand on your shit.
Well, if you're gonna be like in the public eye, you're gonna get a lot of criticism.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
But you can't combat everybody.
Nah, I'm gonna do you one better. I'm gonna do one better.
But you gotta ignore people sometimes, right?
I ignore all the time. Like I told you, I don't got a lot to say.
Well, um, one thing I could say about my son Eric, he's very thorough. Um, I think a lot of people mistaken him. I think with Eric, a lot of people mistaken his looks for a pushover. He's not. He's definitely not. He's definitely not. You know what I'm saying? Like Eric is the type of person like he's a fighter. Eric is a fighter. And I think that's with most Capricorns. That's why I say, like, I'm talking to my son, the Capricorn. Oh my God. My son, Teddy, he's a Leo. He's another fighter. I think I gave birth to all fighters. With like myself. But it comes to a point in a time like not everything is worth fighting for. Like, I feel like at this point in my life, like I'm not fighting with anybody. I don't even feel like love is worth fighting for. Like, I don't feel like nothing is worth fighting for. You understand what I mean? Like, but my kids is like they're fighters. Like all the kids that Eric could tell you, right, Eric? You- right, Eric? We get locked the fuck up. We get all type of shit.
If you didn't know, now you know.
Like, we just, I don't know. They call us crazy, but we not crazy. We just actually thorough. But what I try to tell my kids, like, not everything is worth fighting for. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you gotta let it go. But now, if it's my life and yours, nigga is my life. Bitch is my life. But my kids is like, and they be like, we get this from you. We get this from you. Nah, nigga, you ain't get this from me.
Nah, we did. We did.
No. No. I ain't gonna own that shit. Yo, my other son, he called me crazy. He's like, you still haven't changed. You crazy. You're crazy.
Nigga. It's my nigga.
I'm not crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Although my kids think I'm crazy, I'm not crazy. Okay? It's just certain things I will not tolerate in life. I think that's everybody. I mean, when you have a boiling point, or when you get reach a certain state of had enough, you had a fuck enough. So they call me crazy because when I blow the fuck up, I'm fucking crazy. I'm just saying, I mean, keep me calm. I'll be okay. But you keep pushing my fucking buttons, like, you're gonna find out crazy. Cause a lot of people be like, oh yeah, you ain't see crazy, or you don't know crazy. Yeah, some people could get real crazy. my my kids know real. They know. They know. They know. But I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy at all. I just don't fucking play that shit. That's it. I ain't letting nobody
Can't be no
like my
bitch, man. Can't be no bitch.
not only that.
Yeah.
I ain't that
Can't
I'm
be
not
no
gonna let
bitch.
my kid step up to the plate like he own me, like, oh yeah. Nigga, you no, now you crazy. Now you crazy. I'm end up fucking around and putting you in the hospital, because some kids, they feel like they males, so they could be like, oh yeah, I own like this or that. Nah, 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 nah. No, no, no. You gotta set a kid straight. Like, you see, oh, you think you crazy? I'm more crazier than you. I gave birth to your ass. So as much as you crazy, I'm crazy too. Just like you.
Hmm. Hmm.
Look at Eric. Eric,
Yeah.
what's wrong with you?
Nothing now. I just I just gotta know. I gotta know who this person is.
Who what person is?
Timberlake. We ain't talking about Justin.
Why are you
Brian.
worried about him?
Brandon. Brandon.
But Eric, why are you worried about him? He's just another person on this internet. Or she. It ain't nobody.
Brandon. Brandon, you added me?
Huh?
Nah, Brandon said I added you. He probably talking about I don't know if he's talking about me or you. But Brandon.
He handle who? Me?
Mm-mm. Said I added you. I'm just a YouTube person. Stop copping out. Look at your comments. I know you're looking in the air right now. Look at your comments.
Oh, I added you. Oh, I just seen that. Brandon Timberlake. Who the fuck did you add it? Both is all good. I don't know who that is. This motherfucker saying is all good. Obviously, the person don't want beef.
Can't do that.
Brandon Timberlake. Could you just say something to
I gotta
like clear
punch
the
you.
air here? Because my son is like wilding out right now. You have both of us on Instagram? How the fuck he got my Instagram?
I
I
got you
watch
every
you
day.
every day.
How? You don't even post every day. You lying ass nigga. Boy, I
Yeah,
slap
I
you in
don't
your
post on
face, my
Instagram
boy.
every day. That's the truth.
I'll slap you, boy. Stop playing with me, man.
I don't know who this is. Brandon Timberlake, but I watch you every day. I did not mean no in a disrespectful way. So the person is saying, they watch me. I guess that they're talking about me. Okay. How about we do some live readings? How about we do some live readings? How about I hang up? I hang up this shit and I do some live readings for all signs because this shit is like, yo, I don't know who's Brandon Timberlake. He sounds like a young kid though, Eric. Like he sounds young. I mean, he doesn't sound like
I
anybody.
don't I don't play with people kids.
Neither do I. But I mean, do you think this is somebody being nice, trying to camouflage?
Man, I think this is a nigga that try to throw rocks and hide his hands. I mean, I don't really give a fuck. This ain't my platform. This ain't my channel. I don't care. I don't care how old you are. You 36? My man. I've been beating up 36 years old since I was motherfucking 18, nigga. Stop fucking playing with me, man.
No.
I would have had you hanging by your feet. I don't think you really know who I am. I ain't even trying to expose who the fuck I am because I ain't really trying to do that, man. Ma, you know me, man. Hang this shit up.
But what did he said that he was 36. Anyway, I don't know what happened. He's frozen. He possibly hung up. Brandon Timberlake, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened between you and my son. All I could say is something happened and my son didn't really take to your energy. And if anybody could like please tell me what happened as far as my son and him, maybe I could get a better understanding. But I love you too, Brandon. Did you say anything indirect to my son or did you challenge him in any way? Because I'm trying to figure out why he just spazzed out like that. He spazzed the fuck out. And I'm about to go live. Yeah, my son hung up. I'm about to go live and I guess I'm gonna do an all size reading. I really didn't want to tonight, but no nothing. I don't know what the fuck. He's mad. He hung up. But it's whatever for me. I mean, do you guys want an all size reading tonight? Give me a thumbs up. I mean, fuck it. Like, do you guys? He wasn't feeling the vibes. Yeah, Brooklyn Miss. It's something here that my son just wasn't. He just wasn't feeling it tonight. Okay, you guys want a reading tonight? Okay, all right. So let me hang up and let's do a fucking reading tonight. All right. So before I do the readings tonight, who's with me tonight? Because I can't keep account. I've been drinking. I'm not gonna lie. I've been drinking, and who's gonna keep account of the timestamp? Please, I need somebody to keep a timestamp. So please, if I'm gonna do a live tonight, all signs, please keep a fucking timestamp for me because I don't need motherfuckers coming on my channel talking about, oh, if you're gonna have, all sides reading, you need to keep a type of stamp, blah blah blah. Yes. So I'm doing a live now with all signs. I'm about to get on live now. All right, guys. So see you in like 2 minutes. Just let me hang up this shit. I don't know what happened to my kid. My kid got irritated by Brandon and shit like that. And yeah, I'm gonna hang up right now and just do a live reading for all signs. That was my intentions for today. That was my intentions. Now that I'm drinking, you're gonna get some raw fucking readings tonight. Yo, be prepared. You're gonna get some raw readings tonight. All right. All right. Bye.